I'd like to spend a little bit of time talking about a project that I've spent some time to do because it aligns with my interest in technology, in blockchain, and in watches. So I'd like to share that to you, and I hope that by sharing that, right, it gives you a little insight about what blockchain, smart contract, and NFT are about, and how it could be applied in the area of your interest and focus. Similar to what Kelly mentioned just now, today, whatever contents that I covered are educational, informational, and any opinions expressed are my own and should not be taken as professional financial investment advice. Right. So that's me. I'm part of this team called the Digital Business Transformation Center at Temasek Polytechnic. We do industry projects. So if you have a dream that you would like to join me to dream together, or if you have a dream that you would like me to join you to dream together, right? Please contact me. We love to do prototyping projects with industries, right? Okay, so a couple of interesting news came up, and I think that got a lot of people interested in NFTs, blockchain, like for example, this one, where digital artwork from Mike, right, was sold for 69 million. My jaw opened wide when I saw this last year, and then my jaw opened even wider when I saw this. This boy here took little pictures of himself every day, put it up on an NFT platform, and it sells for $1 million. I'm sure you have been wondering, right? Why does this happen? Why is this worth $1 million? Frankly, if you ask me, right, I couldn't figure as well. But if you were to go to these platforms that currently sells NFT artworks, digital artworks, you realize that there's a lot of this sort of digital artwork that's being sold. Some sells for a lot of money, some don't sell for a lot of money, but you could go on to these platforms to take a look and admire this digital artwork. I thought they're interesting to look at. All right. So before I share with you this little idea, right, I thought I could do a little introduction about what blockchain is, and I'd like to do it in the form of a demonstration. I've recorded a demonstration, so I shall narrate as I play my video. So what you see here is a digital wallet. So what you see here is a digital wallet, similar to, for example, a Dash wallet, a Grab wallet. But the difference between this digital wallet or a Grab wallet, right, is that this one stores ethers, which is a form of cryptocurrency. So currently I have Zoe. Zoe has 8 ethers. Oops, sorry. I should play. Yeah. So what's happening here is this. The difference between a digital wallet like this and a digital wallet like the one that you use for Dash or Grab is this. Information on the digital wallet, right, is well and available if you want to see it. So over here, you are looking at an Etherscan platform. Just now you saw the digital wallet, it says that it has 8 ethers. And then if I go to the wallet address on Etherscan, you would see that if you know the address of that person's wallet, you would see the total amount of ethers in that person's wallet, and you would see all the transaction that has happened on this wallet. So that's one of the premise of blockchain. Anything that gets written onto a blockchain is public and well and available for anybody who wants to see it. So yep, so here you go. So what I'm doing here is this. I'm showing you a second wallet, which is Ali's wallet. So Ali has got 0.0642, and you could also view the details of this wallet on the blockchain. So anybody who knows the address of the wallet could see all the transactions that is happening on this wallet on the blockchain. Right. So what's happening now is this. I'm doing a send. I'm getting Zoe to send 1 ether to Ali. So it's happening now, yeah. So 1 ether is on its way to go from Zoe to Ali. It's just like sending money, right, from Grab wallet, from one Grab wallet to another Grab wallet. And you could see that again on the, we call this the Blockchain Explorer. It is the platform for you to monitor blockchain transactions, and the blockchain transaction is now pending a send of 1 ether from one person's wallet to another person's wallet. So right there and available for you to see it, and it is well and available on the blockchain. Could you then say, oh, I regret sending this. Could you please cancel that transaction? So on a blockchain, that's not possible. You could ask Ali to return you the money, but you couldn't go to the blockchain and say, can we cancel this? Can we pretend that I've never seen this transaction has never happened before? You can't do this on the blockchain. So anything that's written onto the blockchain is immutable. It stays there forever. Yeah, and nobody has the right to remove anything from it. Transactions are all seen. So if you go to a block on the blockchain, you will be able to see all the transactions that's happening on the blockchain. Once it is there forever. Nobody owns the database because everybody who's collectively a player, a user on the blockchain participates in ensuring that transactions always stays on the blockchain. So that's the premise of a blockchain. That's what makes a blockchain, and that's what makes it different from conventional database technology or systems that are owned by a particular party, right? So there you are. All right, so let's talk about my second passion. my second passion is watches. I love watches. I love watches a lot. This is an advertisement from Patek Philippe. Patek Philippe has got this long-held slogan, which basically says that you never actually own a Patek Philippe. You merely look after it for the next generation. So those of you who love watches as well, right? You probably realize this. A watch does a lot more today than tell the time. It is something that you would keep, admire, pass down to your children, and you know that at some point of time when you cease to exist, you want your kid to hold on to your watch, and you want your grandchild to hold on to your watch, and they need to be able to verify that the watch is real as it passes down from generations to generations. You may not be around anymore, your kid may not be around anymore, but you want the watch, and the fact that the watch has got its information, its data, the fact that it's authentic, you want this to stay there forever. But you do know that the watch manufacturer might cease to exist as well, right? So you know that. So today, right, when we buy and sell watches among us enthusiasts, we make sure that the watch comes in a full set. What do you mean by a watch comes in a full set? When you sell the watch, you have to sell the watch, you have to sell the certificates that comes with the watch, you have to sell the box that comes with the watch, you have to sell everything that you got when you first received the watch. And that ensures that the next person who takes over your watch takes over everything. And if somebody goes to him and asks him, can you please prove to me that your watch is authentic? He takes out a piece of paper and says, look, here is the watch certificate, so my watch is authentic. Is this the best way to do it? I think it can be better. Why? Because very often when watches change hands from one hand to another over years, typically the watch stays there, but the box is integrated. The papers gets torn, the papers gets lost, especially for watches that has been around for 30, 40 years. Those of you who likes to keep Rolexes that are 30 to 40 years old, right, probably know that watches of those era typically don't come with their papers, but you still want to make sure that these watches are real. You still want to make sure that it comes in a full set. So here is a business case, and really it does not just apply to watches. It applies to anything that you know you need to maintain the authenticity, the fact that it is real, the fact that there is a certificate. You want to ensure that even long after the manufacturer may cease to exist, long after the manufacturers may cease to exist, and long after, right, the person who sells it may cease to exist. So how does it work? Let's imagine this as an NFT. So here you are, this is a demo that I did. So when the manufacturer makes the watch, the manufacturer enters the model of the watch, and the manufacturer enters the manufacturing date of the watch and the serial number of the watch, take a picture of the watch and puts it in, presses the go button, creates the NFT for the watch. So now the NFT stays on the blockchain and the NFT represents the watch. If I want to know if my watch is authentic, right, all I need to do is to go to the blockchain, enter the serial number, and I see this information about the watch. Is it there forever? It is there for as long as the blockchain is there. Yeah. So what happens when the manufacturer then sells the watch? So this is what he does. All right, so I walked into the boutique, right, and I said, I'd like to buy the watch. So the boutique, then the watch boutique then say, okay, can you please go to your phone? I'm going to send you the NFT, and this represents the certificate for the watch. So he will enter my address, he will enter my wallet address, presses the go button, and the NFT of the watch gets transferred from the boutique to me. And now I'm the proud owner of the watch, as well as the fact that I own the certificate of the watch as well. So it's right there. So that's how it gets transferred. The other cool thing about this is this: when I sell the watch later on to the next person, or when I pass it on to my kid, I could do the same. Yeah. So now the NFT of the watch that provides the certification for the watch now belongs to my kid. Yeah. So let's do a quick recap. Yeah. Why is this better? Why is this better than a paper certificate? First of all, it's permanent. It stays there on the blockchain even after you cease to exist. The certificate stays there. It is not fakeable because you could simply visit the blockchain explorer, enter the smart contract, enter the token ID, enter the serial number, and you are going to be able to see that it is right there. The next thing is really important to me. Sometimes when I sell watches, right? When I sell watches to the next person, I ask, is this third hand? Is this fourth hand? Well, now you know, because the history of the NFT as it gets transferred from person to person is known. So the history is known, and you know how many hands it has gone through. If it has marked as stolen, then you know as well, so that you don't buy it. So does this just apply to watches? It doesn't, yeah. It applies to anything that you think is valuable enough to ensure its authenticity of. So watches, diamonds, expensive bags, yeah, lots of things. So there you are. So I hope this gives you an idea of what the real world usage of NFT and how it could apply to you, your interests, how it could well align with your interests, it aligns with mine. So if you'd like to read more about it, or if you'd like to talk to me about ideas, right, here's my email address. I maintain a personal website, and that's my phone number. Thanks, guys.